Okay, I'm going to show 5 setups that I use a lot in finding good chart patterns to play straddles. So the first one is called a rising wedge, and the rising wedge, okay, when we see a big move on the stock here and a wedge, think of it like a triangle heading to the upside here. And as soon as it starts getting closer and closer right here to this base, okay, this is a good area where a big breakout comes. Because remember, we're trading volatility, so we want, on straddle, we want either the stock to break to the upside or to the downside. We don't care if it goes up or down, but we want to see a big movement on either way. So we're looking for a lot of volatility. So we want areas where it has been in a small volatility to make a breakout. So for example, let me show you one that I played a couple months back right here. Okay, and you can see right back here in this area we had a nice rising wedge to the upside. So right here is a good area for a breakout, and we had a big breakdown from about 155 all the way to about 130 here. So if we enter right here the straddle, we made some nice money on that. So this is a good example of a rising wedge. Now the same thing applies for a falling wedge. Okay, usually the stock has been falling sharply, but the oscillations, you can see how they're getting smaller and smaller, and usually they break out to the upside, but we don't really care because we're playing the straddle on it. So for example, we played one of these this month right here, and you can see we made some money on this one, the big falling wedge. Okay, and then it broke out to the upside. It went from about $21 all the way to 26. This was a falling wedge too, and it broke out from about 32 all the way to 40. Okay, now the third pattern I look for, it's called a symmetrical triangle right here. Okay, and this symmetrical triangle, as soon as we get here to the base, we get a break out to the upside or to the downside. And we've had some real good ones. If we look at Ford, okay, perfect example right here that we had a nice symmetrical triangle, and then we had a nice breakout to the upside right here on Ford. Okay, now we currently have one on BlackBerry, and you can see this very nice symmetrical triangle forming here. Okay, and I'll still draw it through here even though we had this breakout. This was just a lot of noise right here, but we can see we're right about to break this pennant to get a big move. So right now BlackBerry has a real nice setup for that. Now the other setup I look for is the ascending triangle formation. Okay, and that's when you see a stock that it's hitting a resistance level, an area where it's constantly hitting a resistance area. Okay, a key resistance point. Okay, and the lows, every time it hits the resistance points, the lows are always getting a little higher here. So it leads to a big breakout to the upside. For example, we had one with IPG, okay, and you can see these real nice lows hitting off resistance, and the lows getting higher, and now we had a breakout to the upside. So when it's in this area, that's where you want to play the straddle here. Okay, And the following one is a descending triangle, and it's the same thing as when it's hitting support areas, but the highs right here are getting lower. For example, we're getting a possible one on this one, on TIF. You can see TIF equal hitting the lows, and the highs are getting lower right here. So this is a descending triangle formation. Okay, so these are the 5 patterns that I look for. These are probably the easiest patterns to pick out. I'll also will pick out trades like this one, where I see key resistance and support areas. Those are also good areas that a breakout or a failed of a resistance support will come in. For example, if I go right here, okay, and actually let me get eBay chart right here, and let me, okay, point right here, and you can see it hit off here, 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 and we're about the same area. So we're near the high here. We're near a resistance point. So it's making for a good area where we know it's either going to break out to the upside and make new highs, or it's going to break down to the downside. So it's a perfect area to play a straddle, kind of like what we did last month right here. You could see what was going on with Sirius, CRUS, and we were right here, and we played a nice straddle. We said it's either going to break out to the upside or it's going to fall to the downside. So we have a similar opportunity right now with eBay. Now the next, so that's a good one. For example, we have another one. Let's see if you could recognize this pattern. And once you start trading straddles, you're really going to like them here. And another trades that potential trades, for example, right here, you can see Amgen, okay, and it's just kind of going sideways right here, and it's a key resistance point, but it's also an area where the MACD is diverging, and it's setting up the head and shoulders pattern. So we're either going to follow through with this head and shoulders pattern to the downside, or we're going to get a nice breakout to the upside. So that's a good area, okay, to take a straddle right here. Okay, so and I have an alert service where I send you the exact trade setups. I research these trades. I send you the exact trade setups here. Okay, and you're gonna get an email similar to this one. I'm gonna show you guys right here. I'm gonna get in, log into the straddle setup here. But for example, this Amgen is a current trade setup. Okay, another one that we have, GILD, and you can see the beautiful pennant pattern right here. Okay, getting ready to set up for a big breakout right here. So GILD has a perfect place right here to play a straddle here. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how to place the straddles, and usually they're very easy. For example, if we use this broker, say choice trade, all you got to do is get option chain. For example, this one, we're playing a May one. And I give you the exact expiration date to play, and all you got to do is click right here on the ask price of both of them. I give you the same exact strike price. For example, this one we're playing the 105 strike, and we click right here and we click right here, both on the ask price, and you can see how it actually sets up right here, and it says straddle long, and I could go and put how many contracts I want, and it gives you the total price for the straddle. You always have to put the same amount of calls than the puts. And for example, here we're going to play one contract will be $1,000, right? $1,040, and I'll just put a couple cents above just to be able to make sure I get filled in on my limit. And I put preview trade, okay, and I hit trade now. Okay, now how do we make money with this? A lot of people ask me, how do I make money if I'm playing both sides? For example, let's say this one breaks out to the upside and it goes to 120, okay, and I'm playing the 105, okay. I invested 1140, right, for both sides. So let's say the stock goes to 125 and I played the 105, means that the call is going to be worth about $2,000. Most likely the put will be worth $0, but I played 1140, right? So my total investment right here was 1140, so I doubled my money with this trade going up. And the same thing happens if the stock goes down. So the stock goes to 80 and we had 104, means my put's worth 2,400, my put's worth $0. So as long as it breaks out on one side or the other, I'm making money, and very nice, because I don't care if we're in a bull market or bear market, you can make money in any market here. And I usually send you about 4 to 6 straddles every month, and we're highly consistent with these straddles. So if you want to sign up with the service, I'm actually giving a huge special here where you're going to get a bonus if you sign up for mining cryptocurrencies. You go to my page, globalcoinmiami.com. Okay, and you're gonna have 2 options for my 6-month service or my year service. Okay, and you're gonna go to sign up today, and let me just exit out of this. And if you want 6 months, if you buy the $1,000 package where you're gonna get crypto coins, you're going to get a new currency called global coins, and they're going in the market in the next couple months. And this package is going to give you around 7,000 coins in a month time. So I'm making it a super deal for you guys, because they're expected to hit the market about $5. So these could turn into about 35,000. So technically your package is going to come out free. Even if they come out $1, you made 7,000 and you invested 1,000, and you got 6 months of my alerts service. Or if you want the lifetime of my alert service, you go in right here. You're gonna get about 20,000 coins. Okay, and these are your coins. I'm just giving you a bonus for joining. And imagine they come out just at $1, you turned it into $20,000, and you got lifetime of my alert. So you can't lose here with the deal I'm giving you guys. So you just sign up, okay? Make sure that I'm the one referring you. Okay, so you go to Global Coin, you fill in your data, create a username, password, continue, go all the way through. And once you've created a username and password, all you got to do is pay the package. And I'll show you how to pay for the package. You sign in right here, okay, with the username and password that you created. You set up already your account. Now all you gotta do is pay for it. You log in, okay, and we're logging in right here. And you're gonna go to My Finances. And you're going to go to payments, and for example it'll say the package, the $3,000 or the $1,000 package, and you go to right here to Solid Trust, and you pay for the account. There's always a little charge for the credit that they charge, but you click right here, I want to pay with my credit card or a debit card. You fill out the details and you put agree with the 3 purchasing services. You fill out all your details, you pay, and if it's successful, automatically you're signed up, and right here at your wallet you're going to be able to see your coins, and you're going to be able to trade those coins. Global Coin they're going to go public in the next couple months, and you're going to be able to trade it on this platform, Cryptsy. Okay, and you can see what other cryptocurrencies are trading at. Bitcoin's trading at $240, Darkcoin trading at $2.80, and Litecoin at $180. And this one's going to be probably one of the biggest ones. Even if it goes above Litecoin, you already made a real nice return your investment. So I'm giving you a huge bonus there to get in on these trade alerts, and I send them by email, my Straddle alerts. So if you want to get in, you get set up with Global Coin, and then you just send me an email to vicenteluz, vicenteluz at yahoo.com after you set up, and just put me your name and the email where you want to receive the alerts. Okay, so feel free to contact me any other questions, and I'll see you at the next lesson.